on KPFA, and in 2019, Brooks ran for mayor.
That's right.
So let's give a round of applause for Brooks, please.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I don't need that.
She is our de facto.
And I don't have to talk tomorrow, so it's
I don't
okay.
even claim that other.
What a beautiful day and how beautiful all of you look. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for holding this space and holding this space in this part of our town in East Oakland. The brother said, the place that they try to forget exists, right? But they're only forgetting for a minute. One of the things I talked about a lot in the campaign was those cranes that have demolished West Oakland.
That's right.
Those cranes that are demolishing downtown.
Say that.
They have one place to march. They have one place to go, and that's east.
That's right.
And they're coming.
That's right.
They're coming this way. That's what that BRT is about.
Right.
Right? That BRT is going to wipe out what is left of East Oakland as we know it. The mom and pop businesses that have been able to hold on,
Right.
they're done for.
Right.
Right? So as I was thinking about the theme today, a definitive struggle against neocolonialism. I was thinking about it last night, and you know, your history teachers, babies, they're not going to tell you this. And some of our minds are still colonized, so we're not clear about this.
That's right.
But America is a colony.
That's right. Yeah.
America is a colony.
That's right.
We are standing on colonized, occupied land.
That's right.
Every day.
And we are still experiencing the brutality of colonizers.
That's right.
Right? And the place where that's most magnified, at least in our town, is East Oakland. Right? But it's black people all over this town. Right? It's preventing us from accessing quality education. Preventing us from accessing or growing even our own healthy food.
Right.
Preventing us from being able to have housing. Right? Preventing us from being able to govern our own lives. Right, and have people in office or create the governance systems that work for us so we can raise our children the way we want to raise our children. The poisoning of our air, the poisoning of our water, the poison that is in our homes, the lead. Right, we talk about what's happening in Flint, right here in Oakland. Our black babies are growing up inside of housing if they're lucky enough to be inside, in houses full of lead. Right, where and the division that they reap inside of our communities. Right? I was given a speech yesterday at Skyline, and I was talking about how my daughter is going into high school next year. And my thought as she was little and growing up was that she would go to college and she would come home, that she would come back to Oakland. And it hit me the other day that she may not be able to do that. That by the time, 8 years from now, that she may not be able to come back to Oakland and start her life. In 8 years, I may not be able to still be here in Oakland. And for a minute, I resigned myself to that, right? Just for a minute. And then I was like, hold up. No. Just no. Right? This is still our city.
That's right.
This is still our town. We are still here. We are still here. Say it. We are still here. We are still here. We are still here. There's less of us, but we are still here. Which means that moving forward from today, we have to figure out what staying here looks like. We have to figure out what resistance against colonization looks like. What does 21st century resistance against colonization look like? Not just one day a year, but every single day. What pockets of the black community are you organizing? What pockets of the black community are you doing political education with? What pockets of the black community are you doing healing justice work? What pockets of the black community are you doing arts with? We can no longer afford rhetoric or just standing in circles and talking to each other.
That's right.
Everybody here agrees with what I'm saying, otherwise you would not be here. We need to be talking, and you're going to be part of that today with the march, to our brothers, our sisters, our siblings, our folks, and figuring out what 21st century resistance to colonization looks like, because our very lives depend on it. And the last thing I'll say before we get moving is, when we talk about losing Oakland, it's not just going to impact Oakland. When we talk about losing Oakland, we're talking about the impact on movement and black people
That's right.
across the country
That's
and
right.
across the globe, because we are the vanguard of so much resistance.
That's right.
And as we go, so the country and the globe goes. So we have to get it right. Because
That's right.
gentrification, displacement, the war on black bodies is not just happening here in Oakland, it is happening in every single city across this colonized country.
That's right.
Right? And so we are the vanguard. And as we grow, develop, and build resistance that can be replicated, so the country goes and so the globe goes, it is life and death. It is incumbent upon us for them. Right? For them. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Let's give her a round of applause.